It is not everything that you need to tell your partner, especially in your early years of marriage. Not everything that you need to tell your partner, especially in the first years, like the early years of your marriage. Now, this is the reason. The reason is because most spouses, in the course of the marriage, as the year goes, some of these things that you told them, they start using them against you. Do you understand? We've seen cases where a couple got married just at that point where, of course, early years of marriage is used to be all rosy and beautiful and sweet with the butterflies and the tummy and all of that. That's the time that you want to divulge everything. You want to say it the way it is. You want to start confessing your sins, the things that you've done in the past. All of the things concerning your life, concerning your family, concerning everybody and everything around you. But I've come here to tell you that you should slow down, especially for people that are going to get married soon or are still in the early years of their marriage. It is not everything that you should tell your partner in the early years of your marriage. Do you know why? Because most partners don't have enough emotional intelligence to take in, to absorb the information and run with it like that. Not every partner has emotional intelligence to take in and to run with it. Now, there is a test that you should carry out in your first year of marriage or in the early years of your marriage. Just sometimes you can just tell your spouse one thing, one very sensitive thing, and watch if he uses that thing or she uses that thing against you, especially when you guys quarrel or anything like that comes up, and he says it or uses it against you. That is not the partner to tell everything about you. Now, this is not about whether you don't love your spouse or not. No. There are certain things that you should not just always divulge to your spouse. Things like, okay, there's a lady that I know has not been able to give birth to children in her home. You understand, in her marriage. And for all I care, it is because of the things that she told her husband. That is the reason the man treats her the way he treats her even till today. Do you understand? The man treats her as though she's the problem just because in the early years of their marriage, they're about 6 years married now. In the early years of their marriage, she made it known to the man that she had committed abortions in the past. Do you understand? Before they got married. So the man just feels she destroyed her womb. And that is the reason she has not been able to have a child for him. You will not blame the man. It is what she said. What if she never mentioned it? There's just certain things that you cannot divulge, especially for image sake. Do you understand? When you get married, that is not when you will start telling your spouse all the things that you committed in the past. Your spouse is supposed to see you in a certain way, just to keep that, sanity, to keep it, in fact, to help them. You help them by not telling them everything. You understand? You wouldn't want your wife to start looking at you as one cheap womanizer that, was with everything in scared before you got married to her. And you wouldn't also want your husband to see you as one cheap girl that was with, every Tom, Dick, and Harry. And that has maybe committed 1 or 2 kind of abortions and all of. You don't want that in your marriage. For the peace of your marriage, for the, because these informations are very sensitive, whether you like it or not. We're human beings, and there are some persons that don't have enough emotional intelligence, to deal with this information, to absorb it, to take it in. So not everything that you say in your marriage. There are some people also that will go ahead and tell their partners everything about their family. There's no family that is perfect. Everybody came out from a family where 1 or 2 things has happened, or 1 or 2 things go wrong or is not right. Do you understand? Not everything you say to your partner, whether he even has enough emotional intelligence or not. There's something they call see finish. There's a way, especially your family, your father, your mother, your siblings. There are certain things that you cannot tell your spouse about your siblings. There are certain things that you cannot tell your spouse about your parent. These are things that will keep him, because if you go ahead to tell your spouse everything about your family, the wrongs, the dirty things, and everything, you understand? That's you washing the dirty linen of your family to your spouse. At the end of the day, when you guys quarrel, there's a point you get to in your life where you would need your family. You don't want your spouse to look at your family in a certain way, do you? You don't want your spouse to look at your family in a certain way. I'm talking to both men and women. There's certain things that you should just keep to yourself. It is not important for the sanity, for your own sanity, for your own good, for the peace and and harmony in your marriage. There's certain things you must not divulge. People go ahead to say all sorts of manner of things to their spouses concerning their parents, concerning their siblings. He go see you finish. She go see you finish. You understand? I know some spouses that at a point in their marriage, they will start treating their wives or start treating their husbands anyhow. Because why? They feel, who do you have in your family? Who are your brothers? Who are your sisters? You understand? Who is your father or who is your mother? Because you have brought their case to him or to her. And many times, these partners, these spouses would not have enough emotional intelligence to know that, oh, such things can happen in families. And they will start using it against you. So all I've come to say now to you is, there are certain things that you should keep to yourself. When that love is shaking you, when you're so much in love, the butterflies in the tummy, adrenaline running everywhere, keep some things to yourself. It'll pay you better. All right? Your spouse should not, there are certain things that you should just not let your spouse know. I don't know. I stand to be corrected, but I just feel that's what it should be. Because, of course, it's not everything that he or she would tell you. So it's not everything you should tell him or her too. Do you understand? Let everybody, it's better that way. Do you get? It's better that way. Let everybody maintain that it's me and you. Let us do me and you. It is funny for all I care. There's something my husband used to say. In his eyes, I don't have ex. You understand? It is the day he married me that I became his wife, and he's the only one that I know as far as he's concerned. Do you understand? He doesn't. Me too. I don't want to know. It is me and him from where we started. That is what I know. That is the man that I know. Whatever that he has done in the past, whatever that has involved in his life in the past, I don't care to know. I don't know, and I don't want to know. Do you understand? That is how it should be. It keeps you sane. It keeps you focused. It keeps you, put in the marriage. Alright, so that is just all I came to share with you guys. Do share this video so that others can also learn a little, because I know there are lots of people that this thing is affecting. See finish is affecting them in their marriage. Their husband has seen their family finish. Their husband has seen their siblings finish. They no longer have respect or regard for their families. They no longer even have regards for them just because of what they said with their mouths. So guys, share this video so that people can get it. Alright, I love you guys. Have a wonderful day. Mwah.